Hey, this is Chuck Mayer with Fishy Business. It's time for the weekly update. I've got my little friend Prop here to kind of signal Halloween and what's coming, and the FX4 under him, which you've got 9 days left for the giveaway. The FX4 we're giving away on Halloween. On the 31st, we'll do the drawing at the end of the night. You got 9 days to enter as many times as you want to. All you have to do is show us that you've subscribed to YouTube at Fishy Business SC or go to our Facebook and kind of get in the running. The FX4 will be given away then. If you don't win the FX4, you've still got 2 more chances in the month of November and for the big prize in December to have your tickets already in. So since this is the last weekend of the month, come by this weekend. If you're around Saturday or Sunday, we've got some amazing stock that I'm getting ready to show you and a good reason to come see Fishy Business. So let's go on the tour. One of the newest things that came in this week is BioLux. This is an eShop exclusive. I'll show you. This is a fantastic, very porous biological material that you can put in your sump for added biological stability. It has lots of holes built in. You can see right here and right along these sides. This is great for all your little critter development in your saltwater tanks, especially copepods, any type of amphipods, things like that to live in to serve as a food source to other things in the tank. This is fantastic. Again, the porosity of this is super intense. 4 come in a pack. Just came in today, first day we've had it. So when you're in here, if you want to add some extra stability to your reef tank, to your saltwater tank, this may even work in freshwater. I would think that it did, although there'll be less critters. This is something to check out. We've got 4 of them in stock, so yeah, BioLux by eShops. A lot of cool things came in this week, but something that very, very rarely happens is we had a customer, a very big customer out of town, who had a lot of multiple tanks with a lot of big cichlids, broke down his tanks. So we have a lot of showy, very large cichlids I'm going to kind of take you through first before we do anything else. Fishy Business doesn't typically order large fish because they're extremely pricey to get in a large size, and we can't really pass that savings on to you guys. But when a customer tears their tank down, we can offer them at a much more reasonable price, actually cheaper sometimes than we can even pay for them. So let's go kind of see what came in. Right here, an exceptionally large red devil came in. Right here, an exceptionally large albino Oscar came in. Beautiful jaguar cichlid came in too. This one's a giant and a lot of really great color development. Right here, a lot of beautiful large red devils with a lot of different color patterns, especially a lot of this black around the base of the caudal tail and the pectoral fin. Yep, that's pretty much it. Those are some of the larger, more aggressive South American, Central American cichlids that came in this week. As of right now, we'll go into the regular of what just came in this week. I've got these really, really cool panda cories. Panda cories are real popular with everybody, and everybody always calls asking, do we have them, when we have them. We've got them right now for a little while. It looks like I've got about 12 of them. They were just released this morning, so I've got some panda cories. Really nice snakeskin gouramis came in this week. Beautiful assortment of rainbows. Really, really nice silver dollars, medium silver dollars came in this week with a good bit of red around the hook part of the anal fin that's starting to develop. Really pretty there because we don't usually have these. Beautiful neon tetras came in this week. Bloodfin tetras came in this week. These are a good mix to put with neons just because of the color. And kind of how they balance off of one another. The neons, of course, have the half blue, half red, and the blood fins kind of have a solid, pretty washed out body, but with these intense red fins. So when you put the 2 of them together, it adds a good little pop to the tank. So those are really pretty that came in this week. Serpae tetras are back in stock. We've been out of stock of them for a while. This is probably my favorite tetra, as it's perfect to start out a new tank with. It is great for color enhancement in a big group, in a larger aquarium. That's a great fish. Black phantom tetras with the high fins came in this week. Some pretty angels, Congo tetras, what else? Really, really nice crown loaches. One other thing I got in this week, which we haven't had in a little while, are these beautiful small discus. Really, really pretty colored discus came in this week. Pictus cats. This is a great bottom feeding catfish. You have larger, more aggressive fish. Pictus cats are really showy. They swim very much like a shark. So they have a really cool pattern in the way that they swim. They stay low in the tank, but they are something that's out there that's showy that you can actually see moving around. As long as you keep bigger fish than their mouth, they're great to have there because they're great to clean up excess food and stuff like that. Those are some highlights. Obviously we got tons more than that as the boxes were piled this high this morning. But Kevin isn't here and neither is Gracie, so I don't know how deep all the hiding fish are. So we're gonna take a tour of saltwater. Let's go see what we've got as far as that. Blah, 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 blah. So on to saltwater. I wanna show you a couple of things. We just got in another baby tessellata moray. This is a fantastic moray. Obviously you can't put this particular species of gymnothorax with everything because it is a highly aggressive eel. But boy does it make a show when it comes out. Looks like every giraffe you've ever seen as far as the color pattern, but actually on an eel. And on an eel that's got a viper-like mouth, so it's very showy in this way. It is a fairly rare eel. We don't have the option of getting too terribly much, but we have one right now and it is gorgeous. In the tank with it, I have a Fiji foxface. The cool thing about a Fijian foxface is it is mostly black with just a little bit of yellow. You have the majestic that is more of a bone white, and then you have the normal foxface, which can come in varying color patterns, but predominantly is a yellow fish with black markings here or there, depending on exactly where it comes from and where it is. Foxface is one of my top 5 fish to put in a tank. It is very easy to keep. It is very long-lived. It's very adaptable to a lot of different situations, whether you've got an aggressive tank or a completely non-aggressive communal tank. And as you can see, it can go with one of the most aggressive eels, while it's small, the tessellata moray. So these are some really cool fish that came in. The Fijian foxface we don't get very much. The majestic obviously represents the high point of that group, but really cool nonetheless. I've got some green chromis, and the coolest thing about these green chromis is that they are living and doing very well. We've had this school now for 1 week. They're not afraid of anything. They move as a school, and if you want a wow factor, I think these fish en masse are even prettier than some of the prettiest fish that we sell, because as a group, they move just like what you see in the ocean. So if you've got a tank that's, let's say, 90 gallons or above, really better a 6-foot tank, maybe a 125 or above, these fish will move as a group throughout the whole tank, everywhere they go, as one fish. And because of the beauty of the green color and the blue that shimmers off that green, they are phenomenal to watch. At 10 bucks a head, green chromis are some of the coolest fish you can have. Yellow belly blue tangs came in. This is an African variant of the normal regal blue tang or the hepatus tang. They develop as they age a yellow underbelly, which heightens even the blue-black color that they already have. It is a fantastic version of a fantastic fish. As small as these are, the girth on them is about that thick. They are really, really healthy young fish. And as I have said in videos before, and I truly believe, the younger you can get a fish established to your tank, the better you are. The longer it's lived in the wild, the more it's used to different ways, I guess you could say. And these particular fish haven't lived in the wild too terribly long. So these are a beautiful, beautiful fish. There's a dragon wrasse playing around in the sand over here, which is a very showy wrasse that came in. Flame angels, Citropyge bispinosus. I just got back, or loriculus, sorry about that. Just came in. This looks like a female from the really thin bars. Flame angel, I think I've got one. I thought I had 2, but maybe I just have 1 flame angel. But a great fish nonetheless. They are moderately safe in reef tanks. Sometimes they'll mess with brain corals and things like that, but about 80 to 90% you're pretty safe. I tend to keep them in reef tanks in my service accounts when people really want them, and just kind of build the tank around that. Another small meso tank came in this week, and a foxface, a regular foxface came in, which we haven't had small foxfaces in a while. Okay, so let's go see what's in the back room. Okay, some cool things came in this week. Check out these zebra urchins. Talk about a showy urchin. These things look like their namesake. They look like zebras ran into an urchin at full force, and just the urchin was left, and it now looks like a zebra. So these zebra urchins are really cool, and I really don't have a lot of them. So if you want a zebra urchin, jump on it. Firefish. Pretty rare that I have thick-bodied red firefish, flame firefish, but I got them this week. I've also got purple firefish over here. Let's see what else. Oh, I've got in the electric blue hermits that got sold out so quick last week. Electric blue leg hermit crabs. These are beautiful. They have beautiful shells. Lots of calcareous algae all over them. Chalk bass peeking out right there. Tuxedo urchins. Chocolate chip stars back in stock. Lots of snails. Long-nosed hawkfish. 2 bicolor gobies in 2 different tanks fighting with one another. Lots of still rose anemones. I should show these again because they really are, I mean, we've just never had a selection of rose bubble anemones like this. If you were ever going to try an anemone in your tank, these are the ones to get. The little ones aren't big enough to really hurt anything if they do get up and start walking around, but the color is intense and should only get more so as your tank develops and goes along and along. And while that's a short wrap, it is a wrap up. Come in and see us this weekend for the last chance with the FX4. We'll be giving that away on Thursday next week. And I'm sure there's lots of things I haven't shown you just because I don't know where everything's at right now because I don't have my 2 people here. But I hope you have a great week. I hope you have time. Come by and see us. Peace out.